Chris and Brian with you again from Resolve Technology, and today we're going to talk about Business Premium from Microsoft and why we like Microsoft Business Premium over some of the other licenses. Chris, can you take it away?
Yeah, sure. So one of the big things with it is it offers more security because you get Defender for Business, which is just an endpoint security tool. It also has data loss prevention policies, so you can protect sensitive data if you need something like that. But one of the bigger things is it simplifies administration. Typically, some of the things you do with Business Premium and Intune would require an on-premise server to manage devices, apply policies, and things of that nature. But with you can do the same thing with business premium licensing, leveraging Intune, which is included with that set of license.
Yeah, that's good. So I believe the license, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, is anywhere from $22 to $26, depending on whether you're doing yearly versus monthly commitments.
Yeah.
And there's, a whole bunch of stuff that comes with it that just doesn't come with you get the Microsoft Office like you do with some of the other licenses. But then talk a little bit about the endpoint protection for your devices, laptops, computers, desktops, tablets, things like that. Talk a little bit about Defender, Chris.
Yeah, sure. So as you can see here up on the screen, we get a screenshot of the Defender dashboard. It can show you things like, vulnerabilities. It's detecting if there's any software on the devices that are out of date, like, the Chrome app has 86 vulnerabilities. You might need to update it. There's other things in here like Microsoft Secure Score. And another thing it does is if there was ever, say someone downloaded a malicious email attachment, there's a good chance you'd get if you have it set up correctly, you get an email alert and it will tell you what it discovered on the device and potentially prevent that threat from, doing any kind of damage.
Exactly. Did we have an incident the other day with a law office? It was a small law office. We had recently rolled out the Business Premium with the Defender on the endpoint, and they have Macintosh, Apple products are their preferred products. But what it did is it sent the help desk an alert letting them know that they found something, and it showed exactly how that transpired. It showed all the processes that ran, and it was actually in their Microsoft Outlook mail, and it was an older mail, so it was crawling through the mail, found this thing, gave us the path to it, and what it did to remediate it. So it blocked it. So it's preventing, even though the user probably went in there to look at the email, potentially it blocked it in its tracks, and it quarantined the emails. Do I have that right, Chris?
Yes, that's what happened. And another thing with that simplified administration, this is just the demo tenant, but as you can see here, this is the Intune admin center. Generally you could see enrolled devices here, if they're on Linux, Android, also mobile devices, iOS, iPads, stuff like that. You can also configure your update policies for both Windows and Mac. So if you want, somebody to be on release preview or insider builds for, new functionality, you can do that. And you can manage, updating all the devices from this portal, which is typically not as manual as a process.
And why is it important, for the audience to keep not only the operating system, Windows or Mac, up to date, but also third-party applications like Adobe and video applications and things like that? Why is that important, Chris?
Well, because there are vulnerabilities in those applications, and and especially browsers. New 0 days are discovered every day. So that's why you get so many browser updates.
So basically you're hedging yourself, you're reducing your risk level, because if something does get into your machine, it's going to be harder for them to exploit these vulnerabilities because you're patched against them, right? Your systems are up to date. So you're less likely to get infected with something if something does get through. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. Also, another thing, it kind of streamlines setting up new devices. Say you want Microsoft Office apps, Zoom to be pushed out to all new devices. You can actually do all that from Intune.
Great. And like you said, in the old days, you'd have to have some other piece of software that you buy, or buy a physical server that has the tools to do these sorts of things. What else do we like about the business premium?
That's mostly the big reasons why we use it.
Okay, okay, fair
I'm
enough.
not, I don't, without getting, way too deep into it, that's like high level overview of it.
Okay, fair enough. We'll wrap it up there. So that's, those are the big ones why we like to, clients on business premium, if they're willing to pay, for the cost, the additional cost for that. Again, you still get the Microsoft Office, you get your email, you get all the basic stuff you get with the lower licensing, but you get these extra security features and, management features that just make things easier, not only for your IT, whether it's internal or external, but less hassle on your people because things can be updated after hours and stuff like that. So thanks again, Chris, and
Yep.
we'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.